Hey adrenaline lovers, welcome to Caught on Dashcam. Get ready to dive into heart-pounding chases, jaw-dropping action, and the most thrilling moments caught on camera. Hold on tight and let's roll. On January 17, 2023, officers observed a motorcycle without license plates. When they attempted to initiate a traffic stop, the rider refused to stop and fled the scene. The suspect fled at speeds of around 80 miles per hour. Since the motorcycle wasn't particularly fast, officers were able to catch up without much difficulty. The pursuit ended when the suspect collided hard with a swerving pickup truck. The officer immediately called for medical assistance. After receiving treatment at the hospital, the suspect was arrested for driving without license plates and fleeing from law enforcement. On July 4, 2024, an officer attempted to initiate a traffic stop on a reckless motorcyclist. However, the rider fled the scene, sparking a high-speed pursuit. The suspect accelerated, reaching speeds of 130 miles per hour in an attempt to evade the officer. However, the officer also increased speed and remained in pursuit. The suspect briefly gained distance, nearly slipping out of the officer's sight. However, the officer managed to maintain visual contact and continued the pursuit. Once the suspect re-entered the highway, he accelerated to very high speeds, driving recklessly and weaving through traffic, nearly causing collisions. But it didn't last long. The officer quickly closed the gap and was right on his tail. After pulling off a double U-turn, the suspect was clearly hoping to lose the officer, but what happened next was unbelievable. Stay tuned. The motorcyclist lost control and crashed. The officer quickly exited the patrol vehicle and placed the suspect into handcuffs without further incident.
White male, blue jeans.
On April 6, 2025, an officer observed a speeding motorcyclist and attempted to initiate a traffic stop. However, the suspect refused to stop and fled the scene, initiating a pursuit.
Hoodie, black helmet, no 28. He's taking the 3. We're turn siren on.
The 3, I'm going to go up here and go at the end of Torah Road. You guys take the 3 with you.
Looks like he's going straight.
The suspect fled into a residential neighborhood, with multiple patrol vehicles now involved in the search. The officers worked together, coordinating their efforts to locate the motorcyclist. Would they catch up to him? Let's see how it unfolds.
Yeah, he's going to double back on me. I don't see him up in here anywhere. Here, I'll go all the way down. Yeah, I'm taking the 0 exit. I'm going back eastbound now on Moore Road. Okay, he can only come out down that way. Come back to us.
I got him. Hey, get off the bike right now, dude. Get off the bike. I'm not with you right now. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
I talked to a couple people back here. Haven't seen him.
One of the officers successfully located the suspect, quickly gunpointed him, and placed him into handcuffs, bringing the pursuit to an end. The situation was handled swiftly and without further incident. On November 18, 2023, while patrolling, an officer noticed a reckless motorcyclist on the highway. The officer attempted a standard traffic stop, but the motorcyclist refused to comply and ignited a pursuit. The suspect reached dangerous speeds of 110 miles per hour, weaving through traffic and driving recklessly. Despite the high-risk situation, the officer remained focused and did his best to apprehend the suspect.
Delta primary, we're taking 612 eastbound.
That's 12, primary, taking 612. He's calling it. Westbound 612. Going up to the quarry. Eastbound. Westbound. Still westbound, speed over under 40.
Light traffic.
The suspect managed to evade the first patrol vehicle, but the second patrol vehicle stayed hot on his tail, maintaining close pursuit and ensuring the suspect couldn't escape for long.
Sorry, go your turn.
The pursuit ended when the officers successfully blocked the suspect's path, causing him to crash off his bike. The officers immediately placed him into handcuffs, bringing the pursuit to an absolute end. This is a bit of an unexpected situation, as the officer noticed a bicycle on the highway causing issues. It's not every day that a cyclist creates such problems on a busy road.
And he's fleeing from me going the wrong way.
10-4.
Stop!
The suspect was weaving through traffic in the wrong direction, then swerved into another lane, jumped over the barrier, and attempted to flee.
He just got hit by a car, northbound.
The cyclist was struck by a car, but fortunately he wasn't injured. He was apprehended and placed into custody without further incident. On May 3, 2023, Trooper Escamilla attempted to stop a motorcycle for reckless driving, but the rider fled, initiating a pursuit.
29. Going 1024 on a motorcycle, 47 to 159. Unknown license plate. It's going to be 1037. We're going to be 1037. Getting ready to get on 440 East.
The suspect, noticing the police vehicle behind him, hit the gas pedal, reached high speeds, and tried to evade the officer.
Just got on 440 East. No traffic. Speeds are 70. Unknown race male. It's going to be an overall gray shirt. East at the 11, speed 115.
The pursuit reached speeds of 130 miles per hour, which was extremely dangerous, especially since it was night and visibility was limited. Fortunately, traffic wasn't that heavy, giving the officer a bit of an advantage.
Continuing south on Highway 161, speeds 80. We're going to be approaching 40 here shortly.
The suspect was driving recklessly, weaving through traffic and making it difficult for the officer to keep up. However, the officer remained determined, staying close behind the suspect and strategizing on how to bring the pursuit to a safe end.
14, North Interchange.
Just passed up Spring Hill. Speeds 90. No traffic.
That's Spring Hill, speed 90, no traffic.
Just passed up 67. We're coming up on some traffic here.
Probably past the 57.
Yeah, we're coming up on some traffic here. Speeds right now are 80. It's about to be passing on shoulder shortly. Looks like we're getting ready to get 30 west. Yep, we're going to be 30 west. 30 west. 30 west.
With multiple patrol vehicles now involved, the pursuit became even more intense. The officers coordinated their movements, aiming to box in the suspect and end the chase without putting other drivers at risk. Will their teamwork be enough to stop him? Let's see what happens next.
He doesn't have a backpack or nothing, so I can't see any weapons, just physical.
Terrible. We're about to get him boxed in. How they try to box him in. Just took the 4, took the 4. Just gained the 4.
Crashed out.
Just crashed.
The pursuit ended dramatically when the officer executed a precise maneuver, using the front bumper to strike the suspect's bike. This caused the motorcyclist to lose control and fall off. Officers quickly apprehended the suspect, placing him into custody and later booking him into jail without further incident. On March 5, 2023, while on a night shift patrol, an officer observed a reckless motorcyclist on the highway. The officer attempted to stop him without any issues, but the motorcyclist immediately fled, initiating a pursuit. The suspect was eluding at extremely high speeds, reaching approximately 100 miles per hour. This was incredibly dangerous, especially considering the traffic was somewhat heavy, making it harder for the officer to maneuver and maintain a safe pursuit distance.
Get that wrecked out. He's on the curb.
He's not lagging well.
He's not lagging well.
no traffic.
10-4, no traffic.
Coming up to 71 distance.
10-4.
At one point, the officer briefly lost sight of the suspect, but quickly regained ground and managed to catch up with him, staying hot on his tail as the pursuit continued.
Wrecked out. Puppy Creek.
10-4, wrecked.
The pursuit ended when the suspect lost control and crashed. The officer quickly approached, arrested the suspect, and brought the pursuit to a safe conclusion.